Hi, this is Coach Manny, and the topic of today's video is going to be foundation. Now, I met this guy at Starbucks here locally where I live, and he was a really cool dude, kind of young guy. And I just started talking to him about we just started chit chatting about certain things, and he asked me what I did, and I told him what I did, and he said, "Oh, that's great," and I gave him my email and he had a question, and I thought that it would be a good topic for today because maybe a lot of guys out there are probably in the same boat as him and probably want to know, what's the most important thing about a relationship or in the beginning of a relationship, and also how to approach women. So before I get to his question, I wrote a quote for today's topic, and I'm going to go ahead and read that to you guys. Uh, so here you go. The quote says, "Relationships are the keys of life. Whether it is your personal or professional relationship, it's important to have a strong foundation. That means to build from the ground up the structure of connection through communication and trust. Be open with each other and give in to your wants and needs with no restraints. Keep an open heart and allow your true self to shine, and in turn, let the other person do the same. No one's perfect, but there is a perfect someone for everyone." So that's the quote for the topic of this video. And so this guy emailed me, and it's just a question basically. So he says, "Hey Manny, it was a pleasure meeting you yesterday, and I had a question about relationships in regards to getting to know someone. How can I get out of my comfort zone and approach girls without the fear of rejection? And what do you think is the most important thing in the beginning of a relationships? Thanks, man." Well, um, to to get to the question, what he says is, how can you approach a girl uh, and get out of his comfort zone and without having the fear of rejection? It's 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 not hard. I mean, yes, a lot of guys, a lot of guys do have a built-in confidence level where they're just not afraid to talk to women, but talking to women and keeping a relationship are two different things. I mean, I've had guy friends that are, they're good pickup artists. They're really good at picking up women, but I mean, their relationship skills really suck. I had a guy a good guy friend in high school, and really really good looking guy. And yeah, he could pick up women like nobody's business, but he could never hold on to a girl. And what's funny about that is I've had girls that I known that were with him, and they would tell me like it's not that. It's yeah, he's cute and everything, but I just once he opened his mouth, he's just a complete douchebag, or he's just an idiot, or whatever the case was back then. I mean, it was so many years ago. Um, so it's not necessarily looks. It's not necessarily how to pick up women. Is can you hold a conversation? Can you have that confidence to just you know be open with them and just be yourself and just and allow a woman to speak. Most guys have the intent to communicate, to listen, with the intent to respond, and that's not the case. The case is you got to get to know somebody. You gotta let women love talking. Okay, everyone knows that. I mean, women love to talk, so you have to allow them to talk, ask questions, probe questions. Let them speak. And if you're really interested in a girl, let her tell you her story. And ask important questions like, oh, that sounds interesting, and actually listen. You know what I mean? Don't be a douche and just be like pretend. I mean, actually listen. That's gonna get you far in a relationship. build that foundation. Get to know someone. I'm not saying be friends because you don't want to get friend zoned either. I mean, I don't want you to sit there and be like, oh yeah, and be like a jellyfish and be putty in her hands. No, you have to actually also be a little not aggressive, but state what you want in the relationship, and you gotta be forthcoming too. Meaning that you gotta let her know what your intentions are. You gotta let her know that that you're interested in her. You find her attractive. You want to get to know her, and not in a friendship level. Because trust me, that'll get you friend zone right away if you become her best bud, her best friend. That's not a good way to go. You know, but go in for the kiss at the end of the night. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself because obviously one of his questions was, how can you approach uh, somebody, without being fearful? That depends on you. You got to have confidence. You can't be afraid of failure. You can't be afraid to get rejected. Not everyone that you're gonna meet is gonna like you. Even if you're a good-looking guy, you know, I know it's cliche, but it always goes back to that old saying. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Just because, generally speaking, um, a lot of women find you attractive, you might find someone attractive that doesn't find you attractive, you know. So just remember, it's confidence. There was a study on women, and they were asking women. I forgot where I saw this. It was a website page where it was study about women, and they were asking a lot of women about what's the most attractive thing to a woman for a man, and the number one answer was confidence. If a man's very confident with himself, that will take you a long way with a girl. So just be very confident with yourself. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to get rejected. I know it sucks. Trust me. When a woman says, "No, I'm not interested. Thanks," you know, um, just give her a quick smirk and just say, okay, well, I was just curious to see what, you were about, but apparently you're not interested, and I hope you have a good day. Be polite. You don't have to be a douchebag and reject her because she might be having a really horrible day, and she doesn't want to be talked to. But if you respond with kindness and just say, oh, okay, I understand, no worries, and walk away. She might turn around and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be pushy or be an asshole or whatever, and I'm sorry, what's your name? You know what I mean? And like I said, to approach a woman, you just gotta go up there and say, "Hey, how's it going? What's your name?" Very simple. Let her tell you her name, but let her ask you your name. That's a good sign when a woman asks you, "What's your name?" It's a very good sign that she's interested. Like, if most of the times when a woman's not interested, if you go up to her and she might be polite, and she might say, um, you go up to her and say, "Hey, what's your name?" And she says, "Oh, my name's whatever, Susie." Um, and if she doesn't ask you your name, most of the times it's just maybe she's not interested. But if you shake her hand and she says, "Oh, what's your name?" Then there might be some attraction there. There might be some connection there. She might find you appealing. Maybe not necessarily physically, but the way you approach her. She might say like, "Hey, this guy seems cool." Um, so the thing is to approach women and not come from a place of fear is just confidence. And again, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get rejected. Like I said, not everyone's gonna like you. You know what I mean? But if I guarantee you, if you go up to at least 10 different women, you might get one or two yeses and a couple of phone numbers. And tackle it from there. Just say, oh, okay, cool. What was, and keep it short. Just let her know, like, go up there and just be playful and fun. Just say, hey, I just want to let you know I think you're beautiful, and I just wanted to come and say hi, ask you for your name. Make the conversation short and sweet, and just get her information, get her phone number, and just say, hey, cool. Like, and then obviously if you're in a level of confidence where you can ask for a date right then and there, just do it. And just, but I'm not saying go to that extreme right away. It's just take your time with it. You know what I mean? And then give her a call a few days later. you know um But the thing is, like I said, you can't be afraid. Don't come from a place of fear. It's a mother, but trust me, it's worth it if you just build some confidence and work on yourself. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Um, if you work on yourself, you're confident, you're going to the gym, you're taking care of yourself, you're eating right, you're healthy, you're taking care of yourself, you're drinking water, you're doing activities, you're working, you're committed to your goals, you're out there, you're a grinder, you're hustling, you're making money, you're doing your thing. Um, that's going to build your own confidence. And to women, that's appealing because they say, "Hey, this guy's awesome. Like he's taking care of his own business." So, a lot of women actually find that attractive. You know, trust me, I've had guy friends that are, maybe for the to the general public, they're not attractive, but geez, do they get a lot of beautiful women? Because their aura is confidence, some of these guys are overweight, yeah, but I'm not saying that's okay, but I'm just saying like, hey, if you're overweight or whatever, but you have confidence, and women flock to that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if you take care of yourself, then your probabilities are a little bit higher, you know. But again, just come from a place of confidence, be playful, spark up a conversation, don't be timid, and and let her know that, hey, I'm interested. I think you're attractive. I think you're beautiful. I mean, you have an amazing body. Whatever the case is that you want to tell her, just be playful. Because most women don't get hit on like that. Most women are get probably asked like the most ridiculous questions, like, you like, if you're at a grocery store and you're looking at some bananas, and like, oh, you like bananas, like, come on, man, yeah, yeah, of course she likes bananas. She's gonna buy bananas. And so it's like, that's ridiculous. But like I said, be playful about it, and again, have confidence. And again, I think a strong foundation when it comes to building a relationship is obviously communication, and just be yourself, and just be confident. Um, but anyway, so that's today's video. Again, if you have any questions, you could always email me at relationshipsiskey@gmail.com. It's all one word. Or if you just want to go ahead and like maybe tell your own story, and that way I can put it on a video, I'll be more than happy to put it up on a video, because a lot of people like to hear stories, or certain scenarios that people have gone through. Um, and so, like I said, if you have a question, just go ahead and email me, and yeah. And again, I'm gonna start posting a little bit more videos and a little bit more editing, better editing. I'm sorry. I'm starting to do these videos, but I'm fairly new to this, so actually doing like video editing and stuff. But I'm getting better as the time goes, and I hope you guys appreciate the videos that I'm putting out there, because it's an honor, and it's a pleasure for me to help people out, in situations where they're struggling, like in a relationship. But again, I'm also doing videos in Spanish and in English. So again, si hablan español, pues también me pueden mandar un correo en español. Y el correo electrónico es relationshipsiskey@gmail.com. So, relaciones es llave arroba gmail. Pero le voy a poner la descripción en el video, y para que ya tengan esa información. But again, guys, thank you for watching the video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys soon.